The screen lit up at 2:17 a.m. and the words punched the air out of my lungs. I made a mistake with my ex. That was all. No punctuation, no emoji, just the sentence hanging there like a noose. I was lying on the couch in the dark, still in my jeans from the rehearsal dinner, the apartment quiet except for the hum of the fridge and the leftover scent of Sarah's perfume on the throw pillow beside me. My thumb hovered, heart slamming so hard I felt it in my teeth. I typed back one line. What kind of mistake? And hit send before the rational part of my brain could stop me. The three dots appeared, vanished, appeared again. Then, I'm so sorry. I can't say it here. I'm still at the club. The club. The one with the neon cactus sign and the mechanical bull, her maid of honor had rented for the night. I pictured her in the bathroom mirror, mascara smudged, phone shaking in her hand while bass thumped through the walls. I sat up, the room tilting, and stared at the engagement photo on the mantel. Sarah laughing, head thrown back, my arms around her waist like I could keep the whole world from touching her. I dialed. Straight to voicemail. Hey, it's Sarah. Leave a message or text me. I'm probably dancing. Her voice, bright and careless, sliced me open. I drove. Not thinking, just moving. The streets were wet from an earlier rain. Headlights smearing across the asphalt like tears. Every song on the radio felt like a joke. Some crooner promising forever while I white-knuckled the steering wheel. I kept replaying the last 6 months. The way she traced the ring on her finger when she thought I wasn't looking, the soft thank you she whispered the night I proposed on the pier, salt wind whipping her hair across my face. We'd been together 4 years, lived together too. I knew the freckle on her left shoulder blade, the way she took her coffee with exactly 1.5 sugars, how she cried at the part in the movie where the dog waits on the porch. I thought I knew everything. I parked 2 blocks from the club because the lot was full, walked past the line of girls in glitter and cowboy hats, past the bouncer who recognized me from the engagement party and gave me a pitying nod. Inside, the air was thick with sweat and tequila. Strobe lights carved the crowd into freeze frames. I found her at the bar, back to me, hair in a messy knot, wearing the white sash that read Bride to Be in pink rhinestones. Her best friend Mia saw me first, eyes widening like I was a ghost. Sarah turned. Her face went slack. Jake. My name came out small, almost lost under the music. She reached for me, then stopped, hands curling into fists. I was going to tell you tomorrow. I swear. Tomorrow. After the hangover, after the brunch, after she'd slept it off in our bed. I felt the floor tilt again. Tell me now, I said. My voice sounded like someone else's, low, dangerous. She glanced around, then grabbed my wrist and pulled me toward the side exit. The alley smelled like beer and garbage. A couple was making out against the brick wall. They didn't even look up. Sarah leaned against the door, arms wrapped around herself like she might fly apart. It was Ryan, she said. Ryan. The ex who still liked every photo she posted. Who'd sent her a birthday paragraph last year that made her cry in the kitchen while I held her. He was here. With the guys from State. I didn't know he was coming. Her voice cracked. We were doing shots. Someone dared us to dance. One dance turned into more. In the bathroom. I stopped it. I did. But not before. She couldn't finish. She didn't need to. I saw it. The stall door, the mirror fogged with breath, her white sash crumpled on the tile. My stomach lurched. How far? I asked. The question tasted like rust. She looked at the ground. Hands. Mouth. Not everything. But enough. Enough. The word ricocheted inside my skull. I thought of the invitation stacked on the counter at home, the cake tasting we'd done last week, the way she'd licked buttercream off my thumb and said, "This is us, sweet with a little salt." I laughed, a sound that scared even me. You stopped it, I repeated. That's your defense? She started crying then, big ugly sobs that shook her whole body. I was drunk. I was stupid. I love you. I don't know why Because you still want him, I said. It wasn't a question. She didn't deny it. That was the knife twist. Not just the act but the wanting. The part of her that had never fully let go. I drove home with the windows down, November air slapping my face. My phone kept buzzing, texts from her, from Mia, from her mom. I didn't read them. I walked into our apartment and stood in the bedroom doorway. Her wedding dress hung on the back of the closet door, shrouded in plastic like a body bag. I unzipped it slowly, ran my fingers over the lace. She tried it on for me 2 weeks ago, spinning in the living room while I pretended to be unimpressed just to make her laugh. "Tell me the truth, Jake," she'd said. "Do I look like a bride?" She'd looked like the rest of my life. I took the dress off the hanger, carried it to the kitchen, and laid it across the table. Then I got the scissors. Not in anger, at least not only anger. Precision. Like surgery. I cut along the seams, slow, deliberate, watching the fabric part like skin. When I was done, it was just pieces. White scraps on the hardwood. I left them there. She came home at dawn, eyes swollen, hair limp. She saw the dress and made a sound like a wounded animal. "Jake." I was sitting at the table drinking coffee that had gone cold hours ago. "It's over," I said. Not yelling. Not crying. Just flat. I can't marry someone who needs a dare to remember who she's supposed to be loyal to. She sank to her knees among the lace. "Please. We can fix this. Counseling. Time." "I'll never." "You already did," I said. "The moment you let him touch you, you chose. And it wasn't me." She crawled forward, tried to take my hand. I pulled away. I deserve someone who doesn't need tequila to pick me. She stayed on the floor a long time. Eventually she stood, gathered the pieces of her dress into a trash bag, and left without another word. I heard her car start, heard it pull away. The apartment was silent again. I canceled everything that week. The venue, the band, the florist who kept calling me sweetie, and asking if Sarah wanted peonies or garden roses. I told my mom the truth. She cried harder than I did. My best man, Nate, showed up with a six-pack and sat on the couch without speaking until I was ready to. Sarah tried calling. I blocked her number. She showed up once, soaked from the rain, holding the trash bag like an offering. I met her at the door. "Go home," I said. "There's nothing left here." She looked smaller than I'd ever seen her. "I hate myself," she whispered. "Good," I said and closed the door. Months later I ran into Mia at the grocery store. She hugged me too tight, smelled like vanilla and regret. "She's not okay," she said. "She moved back with her parents. Won't talk about it." I nodded, put apples in my cart. "I hope she figures it out," I said. And I meant it. Not for her sake, but for mine. Hate is heavy. I was tired of carrying it. I still flinch when I see white lace. I still check my phone at 2:17 a.m. some nights, half expecting a ghost text. But I sleep through the night now. I laugh at stupid memes. I went on a date last week, coffee, nothing more, and didn't compare her to anyone. The ring I gave Sarah sits in a drawer, wrapped in the ribbon from her bouquet. Sometimes I take it out, turn it under the light. It catches every color, throws tiny rainbows on the wall. Beautiful. Useless. Like promises that sound perfect until they're tested. I learned something in the wreckage. Love isn't the feeling that keeps you from falling. It's the choice you make after you already have. Sarah taught me that the hard way. And the last truth I'll carry, the one that keeps me upright when the ache flares up like an old injury? Trust isn't given, it's built brick by brick. And once the foundation cracks, no amount of pretty words or drunken tears can patch it. You either walk away or you live in the ruin. I chose to walk.